Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle of Bane and Blood. This is Season 2, Episode 4, Do Not Stop. So let's meet our not-stopping werewolves, starting with Avery.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I style myself something of an internet personality, and today I will be playing Markus Naval Strife Suites, the Black Fury Galliard.
Thank you. Az.
Hello, I'm Az, or as I was on the social media, because I think I'm funny, and today I'm playing everyone's favorite red Talon Ragabash, Timber Shakes the Trees.
Luna.
Hi, I'm Luna, or druidbynight. You can find me at druidbynight on most social media platforms, but for this game, I will be playing Lorelei Savagewind, Child of Gaia Theurge.
Very good. Michael.
Hello, this is Asterisk, or Aster. On the internet, I am playing Hunbold, the Bonar Philodox, also known as the werewolf that will never stop, never stopping.
And last but not least, Ramos.
Hello everyone, my name is Gilbert Ramos, aka Ramos the Nomad on all the social media. I am CEO and founder of Rolling Nomads, and tonight I will have the pleasure of once again playing Elias, Heart-Eater Richter, Ghost Council Ahroun, and Wyrm Foe of the Sept.
Very good. This, as always, this is a Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and consent, but please check in with yourselves as your well-being is important to all of us who are playing. All the content warnings for this game will be down in the description below. So if you all are ready, lass uns anfangen, or let us begin, and let's return to Berlin, the morning after the Leeches once again visited the Sept of Monse. Elias, you and the Berlin pack found Finley wallowing in a sex club in Berlin, 3 sheets to the wind and belligerent. After beating some sense into him, literally, Finley revealed to you that the Sept where you two met, the Sept of the Bloodfist, was destroyed. News that Owl brought to Finley a few weeks ago. His response to that devastating news was to drown in tits and ass, but your reaction was to drag him with you back across the country to the Black Forest. You figured a run like that would sober Finley up by force. But when you got there, you realized that if the run didn't do it, the destination absolutely would. And the run back from there was slower and quieter, the two of you reliving that scene in your minds with every mile you put between that place and your new home. A home you never want to suffer such a fate. As you and Moorwalker make your way through the forest that abuts Monse back in your Homid forms, the same forest where you met Hunbold, what feels like only a few days ago, but actually was 10 weeks ago because you were trapped in a time prison. The two of you come across a different scene as the sun rises behind your heads. Timber and Markus, you two had an altercation inside of the Shiny Lady's cabin that spilled out literally into the Sept and eventually here to the forest outskirt. This fury and rage turned into a frenzy of a different kind, and Elias, you come upon the two of your packmates in the buck, so to speak, limbs wrapped over each other, snoozing in a particularly lush and large patch of grass. And Finley sort of elbows you in the side and he says, "They grow up so fast, don't they?"
How can you joke right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to deal with the issue, but, you know, that wasn't appropriate. Can't joke. What can I do, Wyrmfoe?
Don't do that.
Here, let's make this easier. Why don't you make me a list of what I am allowed to do, as opposed for you just constantly telling me what I'm not allowed to do?
Finley, we've been friends for years. Don't act like, don't do this. Don't turn into this, okay? Just because you get pushback, just because you get some modicum of pushback telling you that, hey, you're not doing the right thing, that maybe you're being a dick, doesn't make me the bad guy, all right? Doesn't make me the asshole for telling you that, hey, you're kind of out of line. That's what friends do for each other. Don't be a cock about it.
Speaking of cocks, he sort of points down at the two of them.
And I will just shake my head and just, not exactly like kick them awake, but just kind of nudge my foot, just... Hey.
Which one do you nudge?
Probably Markus.
Okay.
What?
Hey, I need you to get up. I need you to. We have some stuff to talk about. Everybody.
Mm.
We were just getting comfortable.
You look like you already got comfortable. Up.
Is this revenge for all the times Timber interrupted still? Because Timber has apologized.
The first one was. This is unfortunate timing.
Very,
Speaking of,
very unfortunate.
you shut the fuck up. You don't talk anymore.
Markus, I've got it handled. Everybody, let's go.
You owe me 17 square centimeters of your flesh.
Is that right?
17
Yeah.
square centimeters of my flesh. I'm not sure I have 17 square centimeters of flesh.
No, not you, asshole.
That is what she said.
Very
Nice.
good.
No.
Learn.
No, you, Elias, you're getting a tattoo tomorrow. So you don't. I'm not asking.
We're going
Okay.
to have a conversation about what you think you can tell me to do. Maybe that can be part of our list of conversation. Let's go.
What conversation? Why Brother Elias look like that? Finley always looked like that.
I think he's just mad that he missed the leeches again last night.
Got a couple reasons to look like this. Can we fucking take this to the rest? We need to get Lorelei and get everybody. We need to gather up everybody.
Coffee.
I'm doing my best right now, Markus. I'm trying. I need you to meet me halfway.
I'll make the coffee.
Hey, kid, you might want to heal up.
What?
You're looking a little like you got a little too frisky last night. I don't see the same wounds on him.
And Timber will look down, and it's like there are spiral cuts all around Timber's body. Oh. Now, storyteller, can Timber heal them?
Let's ask Markus. Do your obsidian claws allow for supernatural healing?
You can heal them, however, they will remain as scars. They will not fully diminish the way that other wounds do.
When Timber agreed to tattoo, this is not what Timber meant.
That wasn't what Markus meant either, but we're here now.
And what rage am I at?
So, Markus and Timber, you should be at whatever rage and whatever rage you were. You two both can make me your rage checks.
Okay.
Markus at least went to Krinos, so shouldn't I be at 0?
No, because that rule is incorrect. You're back down into Hamid. You didn't kill anything, so remove a point of willpower. You may be at 5 rage. As we'll just sort of hand wave that, and that you're sitting at 5 rage at the moment.
Okay.
I lose a rage, but I shift to Hispo.
And you heal.
And I heal, so that's another rage check.
It sure is.
I'm at 4 rage.
Okay. You may both restore your willpower by your composure or resolve, whichever is higher. And Elias, you're sitting at 4 rage for your information. Hunbald, you're at whatever rage you were at in the last part, and you may restore your willpower up to your composure or resolve. Lorelei, you're at 1 rage.
I did succeed on my rage check, so I'm still at 5, unfortunately.
Mhm. So both of you wake up pretty, angry. So that's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Timber
Well-
just kind of runs by Elias and snaps her jaws at him and Finley, and then heads towards the, I guess, hall.
Head
So
back
that we
into
can
the
get
sept
the-
proper.
yeah.
You're in the woods
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yep.
Where did you go? You guys were gone for like longer than usual.
We took a detour.
What kind of detour?
Jesus Christ, Marcus.
I think you need some coffee and also to chill the fuck out.
I thought I told you you don't talk. Thank you. Where was he?
Let's.
Well, as you guys make your way back to the sept, we're gonna pop over to Hanbald. You are currently with the sept leader, Talia Bulletproof, and 4 new Garu that were found while you and your new pack were trapped in the Umbra for the last 10 weeks. And as Talia introduces all of them to you, you learn their names. One of them is named Bitebreaker. They're a lupus born, and they've already chosen a tribe, or been chosen by a tribe, however you like to look at it. Glasswalker, which is rare for a lupus born to choose Glasswalker as their tribe. And they are an Ahroun. And the next one you meet is Egon. He's a law student. He's very young. He's about 19 years old. He has also already chosen a tribe. He's a Shadow Lord. He's also an Ahroun. Another one, she's 17. She's very young. Her name is Emery. She's a ballerina with the Staatsballet of Berlin. She hasn't chosen a tribe yet, but she is an Ahroun. And the last one is Mara, city water inspector. She's 43 years old. She hasn't chosen a tribe yet, and she is Ahroun as well. So after they've introduced themselves and Talia sort of encourages them to go have breakfast, and of course they have to get back to work or school or whatever it is that they're doing, Talia takes you aside and she says, 4 first change Ahroun in less than 2 months. You've spent most of your time as a Garu outside of this sept, so please offer me wisdom as fellow Philodox. How bad is this?
Do you want the truth, or do you want it to go down easier?
I want the truth. I can swallow it.
Gaia doesn't send warriors if there isn't a battle to be fought.
No, there are always battles to be fought. But one is coming here.
Enough for Ahroun to show.
I wanted this. I wanted to be a leader. The sept is everything to me. It's really the only sept I've known as a Garu, although I was born in another. But I don't know what war I'm leading them towards or defending against.
You never do. That's not being a part of the leader. You don't get the answers for things. You just have to choose. You get the right to choose, but you get the curse to choose as well. I couldn't make it easier for you.
What do you mean?
We mentioned it previously. We don't necessarily want so many visitors. I know a rite that could keep the sept safer.
Right. The one that discourages people from being here.
Yes.
It's something to consider, maybe something important. I need to wait for the Wyrm foe to return, but I trust my brother and his mate, Timber. And of course, Lorelai's worked very closely with my sister for years. I trust their judgments. Will you convey my worries to them while I try and make sure that these new pups understand the danger that they're in?
They know, and they will know. They have ideas within themselves of how much danger there is anyways.
Yes, of course.
To be frank, being a leader doesn't always mean you have to be strong. You just need people to trust your judgment. I've seen multiple times that where leaders lead their pack into ruin, into their deaths. But those stories, they don't get forgotten because there are still battles for Gaia.
My mother was the leader of the sept I came from, where Markus came from. She was wise. And she was strong. What destroyed our sept was her and my father's own failure to see what was directly in front of them and to act on it.
Yes.
I don't want to make that mistake. I'm not my mother, as much as I want to be, as much as I admire her. I will trust the judgment, the eyes and the ears of my brothers and sisters.
I'll stand up and get towards the door, and hindsight is a powerful thing.
Maybe.
Think on that and don't be too hard on yourself.
I would never make that promise, humbled. But thank you. Please make sure that you eat something as well.
I'll just nod and walk out the door.
So as you walk out the door, you see Elias, Finley, Timber, and Markus. Timber and Markus are unclothed at the moment. They might have to make a detour, or they can stay naked. You know, it is a nudist commune here, so it's not that unusual. And you see them all approaching from the woods. If you'd like to catch up with them.
Yeah, I will. I'll just see where they are and kind of... I mean, I can tell. I could definitely tell, like, the rage brewing and everything, and I'll just very naturally go back into Lupus form and follow.
Timbar's still in Hispo, so is going to, like, bump into Humboldt's shoulder. What doing?
Making sure you don't get into more trouble.
Oh. Timber has not got into trouble yet. Timber just woke up. There's many more hours for Timber to do things.
And many more hours for Timber to get in trouble.
Trouble's relative.
Why smell like that? She's just kind of sniffing. Because there's a bunch of new smells now.
New pups.
New pup?
Plural. More than one.
How many?
4. All Ahroun.
4 pup.
Fuck.
That's too many pup. Good for Gaia.
Bad for omens.
Yes.
can I take it as read that you are all going to the cafeteria to eat?
Yes. Oh, I would be, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're werewolves and you're very hungry. Don't worry, Lorelei, we're going to get to you. You're doing something else. I almost said you're eating something else, and that would have been really funny. Sorry. That's a gay joke.
Leave it in. Leave it in the episode. You won't do it, coward.
This is the first time we've been in the cafeteria with Humboldt, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So you all head into the canteen area here, and there's a lot of people in here. One of the people you see in here is Hardrain, which is interesting because she wasn't here last night, but she's here this morning. And she's just eating and drinking, and she's sort of sitting alone by herself. And on one of the other benches are these 4 people that you don't know. You also see Tiara and her 2 children. And of course, as soon as they see Finley, the kids jump up, Leah and Jürgen, and they jump up and they run into their dad, and they seem very excited to see them. And you see Finley just sort of tense up, but he puts on a smile and he hugs his children and he asks how they're doing, and you can just practically feel Tiara, very pregnant, seething from her seat. She doesn't stand up or anything like that. And that is the scene that you all see. And of course there's food here. Talia has been very good about making sure food gets made and gets delivered, even this sort of like dehydrated food that you just heat up. These sort of like, there's army rations here as well, just in case you need to take stuff on the go. So there's eggs, there's bacon, there's Brötchen, so bread rolls and things of that nature. There's just about everything here.
I think Markus is going to lean down and kiss Tip on the cheek and just kind of nod towards Tiara and head that direction.
All right. What about you, Hanbald?
I'm going to the food.
Okay, what would Hanbald want to eat?
Well, definitely anything in high fats.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that they're used to back in the Mongolian National Park.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just anything that's like meats that are high fats or anything that they just pick it out from there.
May I offer you a lot of Wurst, so like Weisswurst, which is just like fatty white sausages.
Yeah, essentially would be what it is. Yeah,
okay.
There's like a Mongolian dish that's just basically a block of fat that they eat.
Oh yeah,
and, yeah. So that's essentially what that is. So
you just you just sniff out the fattiest and put it on a plate. Which as soon as you do, Timber has something very serious to discuss with you about the food you're putting on your plate. You think?
Timber is right behind Humboldt and this is plate. So if all food has to go on plate, you cannot just put in pockets and keep for later. Food will still be here. So you take plate, you pile it all on, and then those are utensils. You have to use them with human hands, otherwise it's rude.
Right. I
And
forgot
you
about
can't
that.
just dig in. You have to use tongs. Otherwise, Tiara upset about hands touching food.
That's actually really good to know. And then I'll shift into Hamid and kind of just listen to every single thing that Timber says.
So Timber goes through the same thing, getting all those high-fat foods, piling it up.
Do you
getting
have
the
a
utensils
Frühstücksbier?
together.
A breakfast beer?
Yes, that is it. But we also have to have the customary beer and banana juice for all new Sept members. So
Correct.
Timber's going to get 5 different glasses and make sure to pour them all equally. And then take Humboldt over to the other 4 and pull out 5 separate 5-euro notes and slide them all over and explain what human money is and why it's important.
The only one who seems interested and not confused by this conversation is Bitebreaker. But we'll come back to that as Hanbald sits down with these new pups who they've already met. And do you partake of beer and banana juice, Hanbald? Which is something Germans like.
I would. Yeah.
So
I'm literally as invested as you can be because Humboldt has not dealt with any of this. So all of this is new information.
Elias, You see Finley here, and he grabs himself a beer. So a Weizen, because it's breakfast time, so a light beer. As he's talking to his kids, and his kids are talking to him about school, how much they missed him, asking him where he's been, what he's been doing, has he fought a lot of enemies, you know. And he just grabs a beer, and he's just sort of, he's a good talker, and he's just sort of saying, yeah, you know, he's just not really engaging with them in earnestness. And you see him open a beer with his bare hands.
He let him keep his fucking beer. But if I could catch, I'm blanking. What's her name? His wife, his baby mama.
Tiara.
Tiara?
Tiara, it's the Spanish word for land.
That'll help me remember. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if I could catch Tiara's eyes and just try to convey that I'm working on it.
Yes, and you see Markus going over to Tiara. Do you eat?
No, I'm also looking.
Sorry.
I'm also looking for our sept leader.
Ah, the sept leader is not here at the moment, and neither is your pack leader. So, do you eat?
Nearest probably to not like at their table. I want to give them their space, but I'd like to stay nearby Finley and Tiara.
All right. So you'll be sitting at the same table as Hardring, who is sitting as far away from everyone as humanly possible.
Okay.
So Markus, you go over to Tiara. You haven't grabbed anything to eat. Tiara is eating. She's eating yogurt and marmalade and something very light and obviously easy on the stomach. And she looks at you.
Did you get enough? Do you need some more?
I'm fine. You're naked in front of my children. Again.
Sorry.
You don't say it if you don't mean it.
I don't mean to be naked in front of your children. I just didn't expect your children to be here, which in retrospect seems like bad judgment of mine because it's breakfast time.
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. I can turn into a wolf if you want me to.
Please don't do that in front of my children either. Are you okay?
I don't know. I have a favor to ask.
If it's don't tell anyone about the door of the cabin that you broke too late, everyone knows.
No. I need you to bless some things that I bring back from the city. Could you do me a favor?
It depends. What specific blessing are you looking for?
I'm just bringing back some stuff, and I need it to work as it's intended. I don't know. Can you get a domestic agriculture spirit or something?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Markus.
What spirits deal with fermentation? What is that? What kind of spirit is that?
Fermentation? Making beer?
No. You ferment a lot of things.
Markus,
make,
why not
Persian
instead of doing
stew.
instead of doing this, talking around, why don't you just say?
I'm trying to do something nice for Hanbold. I feel kind of like a dick.
Okay. If you bring me an object, I can bless it, but if
I
it's
have
a
to go into
certain
the city and get it made first.
We have a loon spirit here. Or are you afraid to stand in front of it? Don't think you've ever gone to see it.
I don't want to. No.
Well, maybe it's time.
No. I don't
think it's time.
I vehemently disagree.
Well, I'm the oldest, and Mom's not here, so I think I'm right.
the youngest, and the youngest gets their way most often.
You're not the youngest.
I've been a werewolf the least amount of time.
Yeah,
that makes me the youngest now.
Great, that's even more. I'm your mentor then.
Gross. Have you met the new ones?
I have. I met them when when we mourned you.
The one over there kind of looks like Provan.
I mean, he's younger than Provan ever was. Provan was almost 30.
Yeah, isn't that... I mean, how old's that one?
19. His name's Egon.
I like him.
Okay. Maybe you should meet him. Maybe learn his last name.
Nah, he'll be dead soon.
Maybe. But of course, we said the same thing about you.
Yeah. I'm cooler though.
Please go put on some pants.
Where's Lorelei?
Well, as you say, where's Lorelei? Let's find out. Lorelei. That doesn't sound ominous or anything. You're in your cabin right now with Kanata. The sun, of course, is up already, and Kanata is using what hidden reserve she has to stay awake, but it's not going to last forever. So the time for conversing is short. You spent the last few nights running back and forth to the city, collecting blood for her, hoping that the right amount would wake her up from whatever stasis 10 weeks with a piece of wood in her heart put her in. But sadly, your efforts proved in vain, as Kanata was healed by a leech that was at the cairn when you were not. One of these quote-unquote death leeches your sept has allied themselves with. And when Kanata saw you, let me rephrase that. When you saw Kanata and Kanata saw you alive, for lack of a better word, there wasn't much talking involved. So now the two of you lay together, Renata halfway through her last cigarette for the day, I guess. And her eyes are already becoming more lidded and heavy. And she says, I'm sorry I got you fucking lost in memory, babe. I promise it won't happen again.
Normally I'd say it's okay, but it was super not. But hey, we're here now, so.
Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way, Shatsi, but I don't think that I want to stay here much longer. I mean, obviously, right now I have to stay, otherwise I'll burst into flame and no one will want to see that.
No, certainly not. Where are you gonna go?
Well, you see, the bitch who woke me, I kind of feel this compulsion to go and check up on her and make sure she doesn't need anything. That's sort of how it works.
Lorelei looks confused, inquisitive. She wants to ask why, but...
Renata sees your look and she says, not my blood, but the blood of the thick bloods. They have a power to them. You drink their blood and suddenly you become very fond of them and you want to do things for them and maybe throw yourself in front of a fucking bullet for them. Because vampires are assholes.
I throw myself in front of a bullet for you just cuz.
Well... And she sort of stops. I wonder what would happen if you drank vampire blood.
I try not to think about it.
I know what would happen if a vampire drank your blood.
What's that?
Well, haven't you ever wondered why I've never asked for any? Not to drink.
I mean, yeah, but I figured it was like a respect thing.
Oh. I'm not that... I mean... If I come off as respectable to you, then I think I haven't done a very good job.
You know what I mean. No, why is it?
Well, because it's like cocaine on steroids. It's addictive. Makes you feel powerful, angry, godlike.
Ah, I see. She kind of shifts, but she doesn't like retract or anything. Just thinking about what that would be like, and she doesn't get uncomfortable per se, but there's definitely a shift thinking about it.
Hanata sort of moves a little bit closer and she says, I mean, if I did have some of your blood, it would feel amazing. And I don't mean just for me. I think you'd like it too.
I like you. I love you. Without that. You know that.
I do. But if you think what we just did all night in this bed compares, I can tell you that it doesn't.
There's definitely a look of like shock and a flush comes to her face. I don't think Lorelei would know what to say. She doesn't like telling Renata no.
Sure. As you sort of blush and contemplate, and you know that in these moments of between day and night of this cycle where Renata eventually does succumb to it, she does get rather... the ambition sort of flow away. It's almost like she gets a little drunk, little punch drunk, the closer it is to the sun. And she's actively using her hidden reserves to stay awake a little bit longer. So as you contemplate on, well, wonder what would happen if I let her bite me, you notice that her body goes completely still. And her eyes stare upwards into the ceiling, and she looks like the corpse she truly is. So tell me, Lorelei, how does it make you feel to see her? Not trapped in the torpid state that you saw her in when you got out of the time prison, but for her, naturally dead.
I think there's definitely a instinct of, I was gonna say revulsion would be the wrong word, but no, I think that is correct.
Yeah, if that is how it is, say it.
Yes, there's an instinctual revulsion to this corpse-like state, or corpse state rather, but she kind of shakes it away and tries to find tenderness and look for that love that she has for Renata, and she'll close her eyes for her like she's been doing every night or every morning.
All right. So as you do that, your stomach growls, as it always does. You're always fucking hungry as a werewolf. So what is the routine now? You know your breakfast has already been there. You know everyone's probably eating or has already eaten, and you're late to get the day going. So do you like get your bathing stuff and you think you're gonna like sneak off to the lake before breakfast, or do you like wash quickly with water in a basin, or you just skip all that and just throw something on? What's the routine here?
No, she'll take a bird bath in a basin and get dressed. She won't bother with her makeup. She'll try to brush her curls and then be like, it's fine.
Okay, so it's sort of like a very, very quick bird bath. That's
yeah.
We're much less polite here in Germany. We call it a horse bath. Anyway, so as you do all that and you throw something on, as you turn to leave, making sure Renata is covered head to toe with your blanket and make sure no sunlight's going to come in, you notice a mist is curling around the bed from where Renata is, spreading out and filling the room. And you suddenly become aware of the smell of fresh grass and the scent of clean water.
Is coming from under the bed or the bed itself?
Seems to be coming from the bed.
I think she'll like look at the bed, look under the bed.
You look under the bed. As you look under the bed, you see an outline on the opposite side of the bed of hooves.
And I think Lorelei would actually kind of move to where the bed's not in between herself and the hooves, but then bow her head and say, Great Spirit, greetings.
You bow your head and you look up. You see the tall and serene shape of Unicorn. And Unicorn, which does not speak, but speaks into your mind, says, do you believe love is the absence of harm?
I believe that harm coming to harm and still feeling love is how we know love is real.
Do you believe by loving this creature that inherently causes harm, you are doing something pure and good?
I think there's a creeping embarrassment. She's never thought about that. She's more selfish than that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Unicorn would know that.
Mm-hmm.
But she says, I don't know.
It's important to admit when we do not know something, when we have not searched ourselves for answers. Love is not something to be ashamed of, Lorelei Savagewind. This creature is Gaia's creature, as are all things that walk the earth. But she is sick, and she is tainted, and she is corrupted. That is undeniable. Do you agree?
She'll sheepishly look at Renata and then nod her head. Yes.
Would you save her?
And she'll look up to Unicorn. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
The cost is high, and not everyone can afford the price. But if you believe that it is worth it, you should seek it out. Old magics, older than me.
Where? Where can I find it?
Seek it out, child of Gaia.
I will.
As Unicorn begins to dissipate in your cabin, hear it in your mind. My tribe is concerned with healing Gaia, whether through violence, small mundane acts, or acts of love. All of them are worthy. And the cabin is still again.
I think this visit kind of invigorates Lorelei. And she'll go over to Renata's corpse and kiss her cheek. Replace the blanket back over her head and head out.
You head out into the canteen where, Markus, did you get pants?
Yeah, Markus has grabbed a t-shirt and some pants and is strangely starting to enjoy being barefoot. He never really liked it that much before.
Okay. And you are eating, I assume?
No, actually, I think Markus has his drawing pad out and is sketching and kind of maybe like offhandedly eating with one hand, but whatever he's working on.
Are you eating off of Timber's plate?
No, that's a way to lose a finger.
Okay. So this is the scene that you come upon, Lorelei. All of your pack are in here in different stages of eating. Tiara's in here. Finley's in here. Apparently Finley's back. And the Tiara's children and Hard Rain off in the very corner. So all of you may gather and speak and have your conversation. The Sept leader is not here. You believe Talia is an early riser and has probably already eaten, but your pack leader has arrived.
Lorelei will approach those that are closest to her. So Timber, Markus, Tiara, and just say, morning.
Has pack leader eaten or was waiting for her to die?
No, I haven't eaten yet.
You should
Timber.
get some.
It smells like you had something to eat.
Yep, gonna go get something. And I will quickly go gather some food, come back, sit down. I miss anything?
Finley
yeah.
has returned home.
Oh,
Yes, Timber is just watching.
The vampires were back.
oh.
There are new pups.
For Ahroun.
Oh.
Guys sending a war pack.
Yeah.
Timber has taught them the ways of humans and their silliness, so they will be prepared.
Oh, that's good.
We have important things to discuss.
Okay.
Brother Elias has said this several times and has not said the important thing.
We're waiting on you, and I was hoping for Talia as well, but apparently
Don't wait on my sister.
I'll find her and fill her in later then. Finley and I went to the Scepter of the Blood Fist, and it was gone.
Destroyed.
More than just destroyed. It was desecrated, almost. There was we couldn't find the path. It didn't reveal itself to us like it used to. And then when we finally found it, it was like the environment. It was like Gaia refused to touch it. Leaves wouldn't fall there. The trees bent out of shape away from the clearing. It was desecrated. And then we found the corpses, the bones that were marked with silver.
I think that's
That's-
a low growl.
That's how it was at Grunewald.
There wasn't anything there anymore. It wasn't just Gaia avoiding this place. There was nothing there. I couldn't feel anything. There was no spirit.
Can I increase my rage?
Also, storyteller, is this also familiar to Humboldt?
No, not in the same way.
Sounds good.
I mean, yes, because this happened to Sept of the Last Children, but that was sort of a Pentexy Russian government thing. It wasn't Cult of Fenris behind it.
There was claw marks on the trees. There were markings of the Cult of Fenris. There's just nothing left.
Was still Marcel's people? Or others?
Finley sort of walks around and sort of puts his mostly empty beer bottle down on the table, and he says, well, the cult isn't just, the remnants of the Get. They're anybody. Anybody who's radical enough and willing to, fight to the death for Gaia over any fucking thing, and the worms in every fucking thing, including people who aren't in the cult. And I know you guys were gone, in La La Land or wherever you were for 10 weeks. But I smelled something when I was there. Sorry, Wormfoe. You wouldn't have smelled it, though. It was a woman who was here while you guys were gone. Silverfang called herself Claudia. She had a ripe old smell. And I smelled it everywhere.
Then Shukra must have had something to do with it as well.
Didn't smell her.
You wouldn't.
She was here. I met her.
She doesn't get her hands dirty until the last possible moment.
He sort of slaps Elias on the back. I think what Big Man is trying to say is that we're next.
Yes.
That's what they intend. Rest assured, we are not next.
No, we just got to give her him. He
We're not
points
doing that either.
directly at you, Markus.
Put finger down or lose it.
No great loss.
Your
What
life
is
is not a
Finley's
great loss.
problem? No, it is. That is. What Finley's problem?
What's my problem?
Yeah, what's your fucking problem?
Not in front of the children, please.
Let's focus. Sept of the Bloodfist was home for a long time.
How far away is it?
Good
It's a while.
Good 7-hour run. But
Close enough for us to be in danger, potentially.
I mean, Elias and I ran it in a day.
But you were already there. They had already did what they did and left. How long?
I knew that head wasn't just a hat rack.
If I had to guess, Shukra used this Claudia woman. She needed a test run, a proof of concept that she would be a worthy ally for the fight that Shukra thinks she faces with me.
Yeah, so instead of asking what my problem is, which is none of your fucking business, by the way, why don't we talk about what your problem is and why you're so fucking special?
Have you ever met a stargazer, Finley Milwaukee?
Sure have. Probably more than you have.
Then you know they like to peek into uncertain futures.
Uh-huh.
She saw the future where I became this, and it scared her so badly that she had to put a witch's spell on a little boy. When it was her fear, her putting that binding on me. That was forebeing my turning.
Okay, well, that's a nice story. What are you turning into, man?
I don't know.
Great.
No one knows.
Great.
But I will serve Gorgon, and I will serve Gaia.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I will not suffer the judgment of someone who cannot even uphold the holiest of duties of fatherhood.
Bite me. And he
Do you
puts
want me to?
He puts his beer down right in front of you. And he says, I bet Marcel said the same type of shit. And
Enough.
he walks out. He
Father's
walks
name
out,
out of
of,
your mouth.
he walks
I
out of the
would like to-
cantina.
Let
Would
him
like to
go.
grab him by the arm if possible.
You can.
Just,
In front of his kids?
just let him go.
Yeah.
He's unimportant.
You and I are done.
I think you have bigger fish to fry, my man. If you need something killing, I'll be here. I don't need
I'll
lip
find you
from a
after this.
pup.
I'll find you after this conversation.
Hey,
Spare me.
storyteller.
Yeah.
Timber's heard those kind of things before. Would it be possible to do some insight on Finley? She's worried he has the spicy werewolf depression or is going the other way.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
insight.
okay. With an insight. My mouse has left the building. There we go.
The big sad.
Yeah.
The biggest, even.
Hmm.
The lunar sad, if you will.
The sad with teeth.
Sad with teeth.
Yeah, they're sad with no wolf and sad with teeth.
4. There's
Yeah,
only one.
he's acting
tooth,
like
though.
Tiara. He's acting like Tiara used to act.
God damn it. The other way. He went the other way. Sick. Sick.
He's falling to Hoglosk. To put it out there.
There's just a low growl that comes from Timber. It's almost a whine. And she looks at Finley and just kind of cocks her head.
When you say to him that like you're find this conversation later, he looks at his phone and he says, "Yeah, whatever. I gotta run into the city for something. I'll be back. Don't worry."
No.
Yes, Timber needs something.
Oh, is Finley getting... Thank you, Finley.
Sure.
Right back.
Whatever.
Timber's gonna kind of reach out and reach across the table and put her arm on Elias's.
Pups dealt with this once before. We let him go.
Yeah. And Tiara comes over to you with her children and she sort of is ushering them out. They've eaten and she wants to get them out of the cantina, and she sort of bends down to you, Elias, and she says, "You don't have to keep chasing after him or keep beating him up and bringing him back here."
I loved him before you did. And seeing what he's becoming is killing me. I know it's killing you too.
We all make our peace with death. And she leaves the cantina.
We need to talk. I need to figure out how to get back to Felicitas. Get her out of there. And I need Horned Serpent's help. He sees the hidden paths, the places in between. I need you to set a meet with him.
We can do that, but we need to talk about what you're going to see. Because as much as your pop prepared you for all of this, as much as the stories he told you, this is going to be different, Markus.
They weren't just his stories, you know. My grandfather, Annihilator, was a hero of the Garu Nation before my father was born.
It's different when you see them.
And talk to them with their words and their twisting coils and their taking away Timber's breath. And Timber also needs to see Horned Serpent.
We can make it happen. I can make it happen. You have the ring? Looking at Markus.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of hype up while I'm like still eating, actually, because I'm a growing boy. Tensions aside, there is always Rat.
Rat could get in and through instead of
Serpentine, kid, serpentine.
you know, just dig in small. Timber likes to hide small places and then go through, and no one sees what Timber takes.
That does lead to the next question. If we're going to do this together, the place I saw it was in the real. It was on this side of the gauntlet, no question. So it stands to reason that there would be a way to get in there from the real.
Yes.
But I don't know if the way is more or less guarded on one side of the gauntlet or the other.
Dealing with those types of powers, I would be safe to assume that both would be heavily guarded.
And the only reason I would wish to ask what Horned Serpent knows. Rat is a patron of the real. Horned Serpent is a patron of the places between. He is like Chimera was for the Stargazers. He's not like Gorgon. Gorgon is very much a patron of the real. We are called to do very real things.
Precisely. And which is
Horned Serpent exists in the mind, in the soul.
why we need to explore every option.
Also divide and conquer.
I would treat with Rat if he would treat with me. My father loved Rat. I would treat with him.
We need plan to get in and plan to get out with Pup. We also need to deal with not becoming Sept of Blood Fist, and Horned Serpent has Paw.
The Sept leader has talked to me about that one. And I have a right that may help. Delay, hopefully. I will prepare and get that done.
Would it stop people from coming in?
It will deter everybody that is not us.
I think there's a look of deep conflict on Marcus's face, and I don't think he hides it well.
What's that, Markus?
It's Talia's decision. I shouldn't.
You should
It's
voice
just-
it.
It's not what Cascada wanted this place to be. That's all.
Cascada is no longer Sept leader.
I know, and there's something to be said for wanting to continue a legacy, is all.
There
Timber,
is
can you make me a
only
race check,
here
please?
and now. Yes. I got one. I got
You
T
can
on my
increase your, you
rage
can increase your
check.
rage. I just wanted to see.
Timber's at 5 rage now,
Mhm.
and shoulders
Yeah,
rolling.
so
There
as
is-
you're saying, like there's something to be said for Cascada's legacy, without really thinking about it, Timber sort of just smacks their arm down on the table, and these are wooden benches, like in a Biergarten, and just a big crack just forms straight across, horizontally across the table.
there is only here now what happened before. We learn from those stories. We don't reenact those stories. That is you think we're some sort of fucking play here, kid? No, we're in it now. This is war. You understand what Timber is saying? Does anybody listen to anything Timber has to fucking say? And Timber's gonna stand up and go get more beer and banana juice.
The sentiment is welcome, Markus.
Oh, I think I'm a bad boyfriend.
It's mostly welcome.
I'm actually gonna go get up and follow Timber.
The problem is, if we're not dealing with the problem now, with what is happening now, there is no legacy to protect. Cascada would understand.
As the three of you are conversing, and Timber and Lorelei sort of walk off to the food area, suddenly become aware that Hardrain has walked over to you and is just sort of standing there waiting for you to stop talking.
Can we help you?
And Hardrain looks at you and says, no. And then she looks at Markus. You broke the door of the cabin.
Yeah. I did do that.
Are you going to fix, or does Hardrain have to fix?
I could help Hardrain fix.
No, I'll fix. Why you break door?
Things just got a little heated with the shiny lady.
I will fix door. At night, you have to watch Shiny Lady, or tell someone to check in on Shiny Lady at night.
Do you have something to do, finally?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you. And she leaves.
I'm gonna be honest, I think that's the first time she's ever talked to me.
Is that a positive or?
I don't know. But what I do know is I was kind of a cunt to you a few days ago, and I kind of owe you a favor. So if you want to go grab some stones from the river, we can make Korkok.
Fine.
I'll go get a sheep.
Timber and Lorelei.
Timber is angrily grabbing the beer, the banana juice, is like trying to mix the ratios. It's not working. Finally just rips the tops off of them and just pours it into one of the little pitcher things and just grabs that and holds it, because this is what she can control in this moment, is this stupid little pitcher with its whole little world, and is just staring daggers at it.
Someone's gonna be a little strong. Do you want help?
Timber has it under control.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I agree with you. I listen to you. Your wisdom is always appreciated, and I just wanted you to know that. Because I know it feels like people don't listen to you. I see it. I see what it does to you.
All the stories Timber listened to try and build a place for Boar didn't matter, because they were stories. They happened, but now Boar is not that Boar, just like Old Wolf was not Crimson Howler.
Stories come from the past. We make our own for the future. To be told about the past.
There is only now, and Timber forgot that because Timber has stupid human feelings now.
I don't think it's because they're stupid, but I get what you're saying.
It was easier as Wolf. Less complicated. Now, hear Cascada's name? Want to rip out eyelashes. Timber doesn't know why. Just the face. And just
I might be able to help with that. Like, put a word to it, if you like. It's called jealousy, envy.
Stupid human emotion. Yeah.
That one is pretty stupid. I'll agree with you on that one, yeah. I hate that one. But it's part of being Garu.
Part of being Garu, part of being human, part of being here. Yes. So Timber will be here and not in the before, and make plan for after, even if it does not have Timber in it. Timber will not be Finley. He has become like Mate was before. That is what Finley problem is. He becoming Old Wolf in the bad way.
I see. And Lorelei feels very complex emotions because Lorelei has 2 dots of Hogwask. Well, no, we're not going to be like Finley. And we're not going to be like the people of the past who made fatal mistakes. We learn from them. We become better.
Lorelei is Lorelei. Timber is Timber, and there has only been a Lorelei that is Lorelei and a Timber that is Timber.
Exactly.
So we be best versions of that. Once jealousy goes away.
Lorelei, I'll allow a removal of Hogloss for your time spent with Kanata.
Oh, sick.
Because that is how you remove Harano and Hogloss, is spending time with touchdowns. And as you're having this conversation sort of separate from each other, Cascada enters into the room. And she is carrying the sword that you requested, Timber, but Finley is not here. And she comes up to you, Timber, and she says, Finley wanted me to give this to you, Timber.
Thank you.
And her hands tremble as she holds it and hands it to you, as this was the weapon that nearly killed her.
It's also what nearly killed Timber.
It is.
So Timber grabs it. Did Cascada need anything? Check on. Well, you're healed now, yes? No wounds on body, on face.
No, but you seem to have some new ones.
Tattoo.
Sure. I need to book some time with Markus at some point when, there's no war. And she sort of just then walks away from you and walks over to Elias and kisses you on the forehead.
Moment
Oh,
that
I'm
the
sure.
sword
I'm sure Timber is
raises up.
seething.
And it just steps.
And she kisses
I
As,
think I put a hand on Timber's shoulder.
She kisses you on the top of the head, and as she does so, Cascada says to you, like, surreptitiously, she's like, Finley has gone back to Berlin. He's not staying. And then she sits down next to you.
Real quick, so does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
I'm just mad that you were gone, and I thought
I
you
know.
died.
I know, and that's...
Did you really think I was going to hold a
This-
grudge? Really?
I don't know what a healthy relationship looks like.
Obviously. And then she leans over to you, Markus, and she says, don't tell Timber. Something is wrong with pine cones.
Don't ask me to keep a fucking secret. Like, I simply won't.
What's wrong with pine cones?
I don't know. Neither does
Where
Finley.
is he?
Neither does Crack Teeth.
But where is he?
He's sick in bed.
Here?
In Berlin.
Then we go get him.
No. Crack Teeth says...
You don't get to tell me what to do anymore.
Crack Teeth, his boyfriend, wants everyone but the pack there. Or the other way around. Something happened when they were fighting off leeches.
Then we'll heal him like we heal everything else, and it will be fine.
They tried to already. Tiara is going into the city to check him over.
Yes, send my pregnant sister to the maybe infectious dude.
Jesus Christ, Marcus.
If it'll make you feel better, Markus, I'll go
No.
in Tiara's place.
Yes, that would make me feel so much better. You do that right now, please.
She looks at you, Elias, and she says, I don't know what's going on with Timber and Markus. I don't know why they don't like me anymore. Did I do
Will-
something?
No,
I'm
it's
just very mad
Marcus, shut
and
up.
not at you.
We'll talk. We'll talk. And actually, we should talk before you do anything. I have something to tell you. Just some more information from my not death.
Sure. Well, walk me to the car then.
Yeah. And then as Cascada gets up, he'll kind of linger for a second and just kind of shoot Marcus a look of just, can you just ever shut the fuck up? Can you fucking... Okay.
Cascada sort of bends down. She grabs a custom of beer, and then she's like, grab the other one.
Hands
Yeah.
are taking all the beer. Hanbod, listen to me. I know you did something to raise that one, but
I'll just kind of stand up and head over to just kind of give Markus a smile, and then stand up and head over to the beer section as well. Is there any left at all?
They took the 2 casks in here. So what's left is in Timber's pitcher that Timber is drinking out of.
Humboldt goes to grab it.
What are you doing?
Is that all, Timbers?
No, that is not how that works. No, this is for Cairn, so Timber can drink it. If it is gone, Timber cannot drink it. Why take? This is not funny joke at this time. Would be funny later, but not right now.
There is a drink when I was in the park. The park rangers would leave it for me. They called it shiguderi. It's made from fermented milk. It's a sort of a vodka of some sort. It is strong, very strong, but sweet and sour.
Sweet.
And sour. Interestingly enough, I always thought it weird. Something so life-giving as milk, and you go and sour it, and it becomes something magical.
I believe that is what Cascada was trying to do, but ruined fruit entirely.
Well, in any case, there are lots of things that seem good, and after a little period of souring, get better.
And on that perfect line, we are going to take a break right here. Hello, everyone. We're back. We had our bio break, and we had a little discussion about what it is these werewolves are going to do. So, Cascada is gone to Berlin. Elias, Timber, and Lorelei are also gone to Berlin in their lupus forms. Actually, you know what, Timber, because you have that sword, I think that you all rode in the car with Cascada as well. So you don't have to carry that heavy sword in your lupus form.
Timber was gonna go hispo and then was trying to pick up the sword.
Yeah.
And Cascada's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And so she's going to head over to Pinecones. So Markus hasn't gotten a chance to tell you if anything has happened to Pinecones yet or not. But that is where you guys are going, into Berlin. Markus and Humboldt, can you tell me what it is that you're doing staying back in the cairn temporarily before you head into Berlin?
We have another source of information, another font of information, I would say, that could potentially be useful. And we're going to go talk to Ilva, who's staying at the cairn with us.
Mm-hmm.
If we talk to her about how it's for family, she'll probably want to go. But her fear of April is going to be really big, so we're going to need to convince us that we can protect her.
Yes. Well, I will leave the family talk to you.
You had a family once.
Decimated by those.
We had our older brother died. You've gotten in. You just don't know you have it. And you're really big.
So
when
I'll
we
take
were
the protection part of it then.
Well, yeah, but also when we were really little before things got bad, Ilva was very, very fond of our uncle, Marcel. So, I don't know. You might be able to lean on that a little bit. This feels like we're talking about actively manipulating my sister, and I don't feel very good about that, but...
I think we should just talk to her.
Yeah, probably. Sounds good.
So you knock on her cabin, and she comes over, she opens the door. Now, unlike the rest of the Sweets kids, who all have very long, dark, curly hair, Ilva has, well, I suppose Bertrand has short hair, but Ilva, unlike the rest of the girls, has very short hair. And she's wearing a lab coat, and her hands are currently covered in viscera. As she sort of opens the door with her elbow, and she says, "Hi, I'm not ready with my findings about the body Timber brought me yet."
Yeah, we wanted to see if you could help us with something a little bit more pressing.
Okay. And she starts to wash her hands in the basin.
We're going into Berlin, and we're going to get Felicitas.
How do you plan on doing that?
I was banking on with your help, sister.
I don't know how I could help you.
You know the ins and outs of a Bruce complex.
I'm not going anywhere near April.
We'll protect you. Promise.
Like you protected Ulrich.
I wasn't there for that.
No.
I would ask that you not judge me on the failures of our father.
I would ask that you consider how it would feel. Well, I suppose it wouldn't feel anything at all. Not to you. But if April decided to erase me from this timeline.
Ilva, we would have something right in front of her face that she wants to erase even more. Elias.
Oh no. She's not going to erase him.
No, but he's at least going to distract her. Put her off her game. She's your niece, Ilva. And she needs you. Especially if she's going to survive leaving that place. I saw all of the things that they have taken from her. All the pieces of hers that they have cut off to test. Did you know about her?
No. Working with the living wasn't my department.
Did you know about her project?
April has many projects. You'll have to be more specific.
Did you know that they were working on Bettina's child?
No.
Is my sister lying to me?
Roll me, what's an insight?
This is all rage dice.
Super.
1 success, 1 teeth.
That's a failure. So, in a rage, Markus turns around and puts his fist through her cabin door. Just won't stop until he destroys every cabin door in this. You can't even protect yourself, Markus.
I have an entire pack to protect me.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'll put a hand on Marcus's shoulder and then also just look at Ilva and just, for what it is worth, we are there to protect you, but also you do not need to show yourself if you don't want to. We just need the information.
Information. Ask. I'm not lying.
Just where the facility is, how to get in, what the security detail is.
Which facility?
I'll describe what I saw and just... I assume that this sounds like every other facility then.
No, It doesn't. My guess is it's the one I've never been in. The newest one.
Under Grunewald.
I've never been under Grunewald.
It's where they put your spider.
Well, at least that narrows it down.
I don't know about security, how to get in, how to get out. It's the one that's connected to the new enterprise that she purchased.
Name?
I can't remember. Something with a W.
Wait Enterprises. So it's in the city.
Grunewald is in the city.
No.
I'll turn over to Markus and just... What do you think? Is this enough? If it is, we don't need to force your sister to do anything. She doesn't want to.
Although when I die, will you put my name in that tree out there?
I think that's something for a Garu to do.
No. No, it isn't. Don't let what happened to Jurgen happen to me. We need you. You have powers like hers. You can fight her.
Markus, I love you. Stop talking about things you don't understand.
What, like you are talking about things you don't understand?
I don't talk about things I don't
How
understand.
far would you go for that little one in there? Would you not be standing here begging me to go get them as well?
If Ahroun erases me, she's not just erasing me.
She's not going to erase you.
Tell that to Renata's father.
You want me to be honest?
This is you being dishonest?
I don't care about Renata's father. I never met Ulrich.
Yes, you did.
In maybe a few
Markus.
times. But I didn't know him like that. And he certainly didn't stand on business and fight for Gaia. He certainly didn't do everything that he could for Renata, or maybe she wouldn't have turned out the way she did. Papa told us to stick together, and it feels like you're abandoning me when I need you.
I'm sorry it feels that way. I'll go. I'll leave a number if you need something from me. You can call. I'll try and help where I can.
Stay. If you're going to stay, stay here.
I don't think that's a very good idea anymore.
Why? Why would you walk out on us the way Mama walked out on us?
I'm done.
Markus.
I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah. There's the Ilva special. Things are getting a little too real, so we have to walk away. I'll remember that when I tell your story.
You do that, Markus.
If possible, Elva, the number would be great. And I would say that I am going to, right now, enact a rite that will make this place much safer. You should stay. It is for the best.
If anything, I'll stay from my sister. Tira.
Your niece and nephew love you too, you know.
Thank you, Hanbald, right?
Yes. we will not bother your work right here then. And if you find anything with this body, let us know.
I will. My brother is foolish and pig-headed. Don't let him die because of it.
He is my packmate now. That is not going to happen.
Thank you.
I love you, LV.
She closes the door with the giant hole in it.
She never says it back.
She doesn't need to.
It's just not how Papa raised us, is all.
With that, though, is it possible for me to, before we leave, actually do the rite of Grimrite, the
Yeah, absolutely.
Grimwitch that I've been trying to say the entire freaking time?
Absolutely.
All right.
Friggin' right, man.
Let's just do that freaking right.
Yeah.
I am going to, with this right,
You're
while
gonna be in
describing-
your hispo for that?
Yes. Yes,
make
I would.
me a rage check, please.
Yes.
Is there any way that I can aid Hunbold here? I do have a specialty in occult and Garu lore. I don't know if that will help me here.
Do you have a specialty in survival?
No, I only have 1 dot in survival.
Then no.
Oh, well. Okay. That was a success on the rage check.
Okay, so you go to your hispo form, and that is a glory and survival roll, please.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just describe how I want to do this. I'm going to essentially in Hispo, almost like how any sort of canine or lupine would sleep, kind of circling around an area. But while I'm circling the area, kind of matting it down, I'm grabbing branches, rocks, things that are of the area of this cairn, and I'm just going to keep placing them around and almost reinforcing them while I do this. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that is 6 successes.
Not a critical?
With a critical, yes, with a critical.
With a critical. All right, so this rite is going to last unless something happens to Hunbold.
Yeah, and because of this Rite of Grim Reach, essentially this place is harder to get to. The trail is going to be rockier, sharper. Everything is essentially just much more difficult. Unless it's us, then it doesn't really happen. But yeah, just letting everybody know.
Perfect. So, Marcus, what form do you take? I assume Hunbold stays in Hispo. You're not quite as fast, but...
Lupus, I think.
Lupus. Okay, so your little green-tinted wolf. The green eyes. You race off to Berlin. Marcus, that was an upsetting conversation. So let me into the mind palace of Marcus for a second as you guys run together.
I mean, also having that conversation sitting on 5 rage is brutal.
Yeah.
There's always been a secret fear inside of Marcus that Ilva was the one who inherited cowardice, the ability to be craven, and in his mind that has been confirmed. I mean, Bertrand has stood on 10 toes on business harder than this, and he's a chronically ill person. And Marcus is beginning to think that potentially people who have stayed human even becoming something else, that wisdom is a curse. Ilva's the wisest person he knows, but in that wisdom, in all of those infinite uncertain futures that she looks into, just like fucking Shukra, it breeds fear of what must be done.
I'm sure that is how Marcus would interpret that. Certainly. So you meet up with your pack. Now, of course, Elias has led you to exactly where you met with Horned Serpent before. And I need to ask Elias, Timber, and Lorelei, as you let Cascada go off back deeper into the Mitte part of Berlin. Now we know that Timber has a sword. Anyone else brought anything for Horn Serpent?
Potentially. We'll see if he requires it.
Elias.
I have my dashing good looks and my gumption.
Oh, he loves that. Yep. Lorelei, anything?
Unless I could bring like something magically imbued from the cairn from one of our stores.
I think
What the-
that you would have the ashes of that alchemical recipe that Renata used to send you into the past.
Sounds
Would be
like, yeah, I'll
something
bring them.
that I think that you would have taken that and just been like, oh, put that away. Because the Gara wouldn't have known what to do with it. They would have just left your cabin as is.
Right. Makes sense. Yeah, I'll bring that.
They're like just
Elias-
some shit in this bowl. Let's just leave it there.
Doesn't Elias have Sweets' ring?
Yeah, the one I'm supposed to like use as an engagement ring. He's not. Horn Serpent's not getting that.
Okay.
As we
Would you
stand on the
hang on?
banks.
Would you like to have brought something back from Sept of the Bloodfist?
Yeah, if possible, actually, if I could.
I know
just
we don't
one of the-
use this term anymore, but would you like to have brought a fetish back?
Yeah, absolutely. If I could.
Bondage specifically.
Nipple clamps, preferably.
Yeah, you could absolutely have brought a fetish back that you wouldn't have recognized from Sept of the Bloodfist, something that must have come from... you can tell based on the way that it's designed to represent Mnemosyne, the spirit of memory.
Okay. Copy. Shut the fuck up, Avery.
Hanbald, anything you would have liked to have brought?
I'm not even sure if I'm going to be there when they entreat with Horn Serpent.
You're going to let them entreat with Horn Serpent and you're going to wait for
Yeah.
Rat.
Yeah.
Perfect. And Markus.
I mean, Markus definitely has that ring. I don't think he's had the opportunity yet to create any more talismans.
What about what you were drawing?
What Markus was drawing was a rough sketch of what he wants to tattoo on Elias. However, from the midpoint of the tattoo up, it is kind of hazy and blank because he wanted to get his eyes on Horned Serpent first before he finished the design.
All right, let's hold on to that. So, Hanbald is here to sort of observe. I don't think you've probably had much dealings with Horned Serpent before. But let's do Elias entreating Horned Serpent, and then we'll talk about you entreating with Rat. So, Elias, you wade into the water like last time. What do you say?
He will wade into the water and kind of holding out his hands, and just call to Serpent, saying, "Great Horned Serpent, I ask for an audience with you. I come bearing knowledge. I come with those that would bring you gifts. Find your way to me."
Who is in the water with Elias? Raise your hand.
I think Markus hasn't gotten in yet. Because half of him wants to be there when Hanbald treats with Rat.
Rat will be there when you get out. I promise.
Timber reaches out and grabs the front of Marcus's shirt and pulls him in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Hanbald's like, I'm going to stay on land. Okay. So as that happens, sort of small ripples in the water begin pulling you down, all of you, very slowly, but with great intent. And you feel yourself sinking into the Havel River, even though you're standing here, where it's only waist deep or so. And all of you start sinking and start falling. The water here is murky and dark and thick. You fear that if you breathed in, you would take in an extreme amount of water and begin to drown. But you don't. You are ensconced in a bubble of some kind, but everything around you is incredibly dark. You're not able to see your hand in front of your face. But what you feel is the slimy, slippery skin of something smooth writhing around your feet, your arms, brushing past your head and your hair. As you all sit there, or stand there, or float there in the dark, eventually 2 golden eyes are the only lights you see. Slitted eyes that stare at you. And Horned Serpent says, "It has been many moons, child of mine."
Elias will bow his head and say, "And I've done great works with the gifts you've given me.
Oh, yes?
You would know already that an enemy of Gaia is dead. A great opponent."
You speak of the Great Wolf.
I do.
Then you are mistaken. The Great Wolf is not so easily killed. Diminished, fractured, perhaps. Dead, certainly not.
One of his soldiers is gone.
Many.
We come to you in hopes that we might do more.
And Horned Serpent's eyes close, and you're in the darkness again. And then they sort of appear again before you, Markus, right in front of your face. You have brought someone new. I see.
I bring you Markus Nibelstrife, who would seek knowledge, who brings gifts in exchange.
And he sort of returns to the position in front of all of you. I am ready to accept your gifts in exchange for knowledge. Approach me at your will.
Elias will step to the side, allowing Markus to step forward, or whoever would like to go first.
Oh, Timber remembers the last time. Timber steps up immediately because Timber does not want to stop breathing. Hello, Horned Serpent.
Hello, Wolf.
Timber promised, made deal with Horned Serpent for last exchange for gift of Black Spiral Dancer. Yes?
You make many deals, little wolf.
Yes.
You are currently holding a deal.
Timber holds sword of Mother, and she's waiting for confirmation or not.
Is that your exchange? The sword for that knowledge?
No. Timber was in that fight. Timber was lost pup. There will be no more lost pups. Because no more pups means no more Garu to join for Horned Serpent or other patron spirits of Garu Nation, no matter how broken.
You say many words, and yet I hear no request for knowledge. Are you wasting the time of Horned Serpent?
Timber would not waste time. Timber...
Then don't.
Horned Serpent said to use more words, so that is what Timber was doing. Timber wants way
in and out that is successful to retrieve lost pup from the facility that she is being kept in.
Ways in and out are not quite
Successful.
in my purview. Hidden knowledge, arcane secrets, archaic whispers. These are what I can grant you.
Then Timber wants to know how to actually fight, because that place take away gifts.
How do you fight somewhere where your gifts are diminished, is your question.
How to make it so they can't fight.
He smiles very broadly. He takes the sword and he says, "If they're dead, they can't diminish you, can they?" And the sword disappears into the darkness. Because Horned Serpent takes exactly what you say and answers it.
Yes.
And it is not the answer that you were looking for.
No, but Timber still needed to breathe.
And you almost feel disappointment rolling off of Elias. Who is next?
Lorelei will step forward, bowing her head, holding the container with the ashes, and say, as you already know, I carry with me the ashes of an alchemical ritual, crafted by a vampire, used to peek into the past.
And what knowledge would you glean from Horned Serpent?
She pauses, trying to formulate the words, especially after watching the exchange with Timber.
Which is so unfair, because speaking isn't Timber's forte.
How can we circumvent the magic that overlays the facility that we need to get in and out of?
Their magic is not like your magic, little witch. But should you have someone who is like them, I'm sure that they could do it. And he takes the alchemical, and it disappears into the darkness.
Thank you, Great Spirit. And I'll take a step back.
He looks at you. Nebelstreif, son of Crimson Howler.
Grandson of Annihilator. If you need to complete the lineage, your grace.
I could go back further.
For me to give you your gift, you must let me see your face in its entirety. And Markus will hold up his drawing pad. I've been compensated in an amount of flesh from your child,
Is that so?
and I wish to give you your gift by emblazoning your visage on his flesh.
Is that so? Nebelstreif.
This is so.
Give me your hand.
You must give it back to me, though.
Hold out your hand.
Ah, much more agreeable. He'll hold his hand out.
You feel a prick in the center of your hand, almost like a needle prick. And you look at your hand, and the sort of, I'll say headlights. In the headlights, yeah, of Horned Serpent's eyes. And you can see that a perfect visage of Horned Serpent's face appears in the center of your palm. That will remain until you have done as you have promised, Nebelstreif. You better be quick. Gorgon will not like that.
Oh, I'm very sure she won't. Now, what I ask in return for such a mighty weight upon my shoulders as the disfavor of Gorgon, I would ask for something beyond knowledge. Something a little bit more tangible. You are asking a great risk of me, of course.
I cannot share what I do not know, and I do not know what you do not say.
Ah, you are a master of the hidden things, the hidden knowledge. Maybe perhaps not the hidden places. But you are quite adept at hiding yourself from the sight of others, are you not?
I believe I already warned against wasting my time.
I would ask for a talisman to hide my daughter from Averydaboi, so that she would be unable to be found, unable to be located.
If such a talisman existed, what makes you think that I have it?
I think that I know you have it. Because if there's anything the wise serpent in all of the stories I have heard knows, it is how to remain hidden through the winter months when it is vulnerable and cold in the ground.
Nebelstreif, complete
Oh,
the promise that you have made, and you will receive what you're asking for.
and to be clear, what I am asking for is a talisman that hides my daughter from Averydaboi.
I can give you a talisman that will keep your daughter hidden. I cannot give you a talisman, for none such exist, that specifically hides her from a specific person named Averydaboi.
So perhaps I will come back and make another deal with you to make such a talisman exist. But I have an end of a bargain to uphold first.
You have to bring a lot more than ink.
You mean like a remnant of the Weaver? Something like that, I'm sure, would spark your curiosity.
My son, have you no gift for me?
You taught me well to do our business in private. If you're done with the others, I would speak with you alone.
Very well. And all three of you become ejected out of the Havel River, up into the air, and Hanbald, you watch them all sort of like fish flop onto the side of the riverbank, into the cement.
When last we met, I entreated you. I offered you knowledge, and then I asked for something you would give freely. And in your kindness, you gave it without a price, without an exchange. I've been in your service long enough to know that this will not sit well with you. So I brought you something to repay that debt. And if you feel the need, if you feel that it is another gift is warranted, I do have a request. But if not, then I'm simply repaying a debt. I will produce what I found at the Sept of the Blood Fist, this fetish.
Mm-hmm. Do not pay debts that you do not owe. Heart Eater. Ask
I too require a talisman. An amulet, I say. Some wonder that is created. And if you don't have it, I just need its location. I'll seek it out myself. I'll face what challenges would come with recovering it. But I don't need something to hide me. I need something to make me capable of fighting. Something that would put me on equal ground. Something that would help dampen their magic. Something that would suppress. Something that would make it harder for them to do their works on me.
Like the question before, from your pack leader. You come to me for answers, but the questions that you present are questions easily answered in your own home. I find it almost insulting.
You may be insulted.
I am.
But I don't want a person. I want an object. Something that will keep me fighting.
Let me tell you something. The foe that you all seem to be focused on is a foe that is not Garu. You're wanting to counteract their magics, work around their magics. You need someone who knows their magics. Someone who works their will over things.
And help me fight another foe that's actually Garu. The Cult of Fenris. They've made an appearance again. This Claudia, we faced many enemies. I need to know where they are.
That I can tell you. Claudia is in Munich now, but she will not stay there long. She never stays there long.
Thank you.
And unlike the rest of the pack, Elias ascends very gently up from the water and standing exactly where he was before he entreated Horned Serpent. Now, while all that was going on, before they all were ejected, flailing out into the water, out of the water, Hunbald, how did you entreat Rat?
I'm just going to find a nice rock next to a babbling brook and eyes closed, kind of on one knee, just, old friend, you've kept me alive and reunited me with family. But we have troubles. Troubles once more that affect Gaia, troubles once more that affect Garu, the spirits. I wish an audience so we may discuss possible ways we could continue to help the lost, the forgotten, continue to help all those that are left behind, as you never left me behind.
And as you entreat, all of these small rodents start flooding the area, crawling out of random places, cracks in the cement from underneath the river where the sewage system is, and they begin gathering all together, beginning to make a trail. And as the rest of your pack are thrown out of the water, all of you feel, Markus, Timber, and Lorelei, you feel all these rats running across your face. And Hanbal doesn't seem all that fazed by you guys. He's following the rats.
Yeah, okay. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
No, Timber is actually prepared for this, and Timber's gonna grab the pocket ham that she always keeps on her, and is gonna follow the rat so we can go talk to Rat, who is actually friend-shaped.
So Lorelei, Markus, Timber, you go, and Elias, as you ascend, you see just sort of all of these rats and all of your packmates following this trail of rats.
I will chase the plague.
You'll chase the plague rats. Hanbald, you know this, and they sort of leads you down into more desolate area. Lots of the places, especially in Berlin, were bombed out at one point, so there's a lot of sort of hovel areas that off of alleyways that sort of go nowhere and aren't anything, and they're sort of just debris that they sort of plastered together and said, okay, now just stay there, and they never did anything with it. That's sort of where you are led to, sort of underneath the river. And before you, all of these rats converge. They sort of start crawling on top of each other, and they begin making something, as Timber said, friend-shaped. And then they all fall away to the wayside. And before you is a giant, ethereal, white rat with red eyes. And he says, "Hey!
It's been a while.
I'm glad to see you made it here safely."
Yes, but I was told that we were stuck for 10 weeks in the Umbra.
That seems likely. Hey, you brought friends as the rest of you catch up.
Hello, Rat. It is good to see you again. Timber has brought gift.
And is going to place the ham on the rock in front of Rat.
And all the rats that sort of fell away converge on this ham and begin eating it.
I loathe to ask for more favors, Rat, especially when I myself feel like I haven't done enough. But what do you know of the underground near Grunewald?
Near Grunewald? Well, I know a lot, but I think you know my price, Hanbald. You have to tell me a story of when you have helped the downtrodden, lifted them up out of oppression, done something for the good of those who are overlooked. He sort of looks to all of you, the rat.
I've kept this one in my back pocket for a while. This one was actually very fun.
I'm excited.
You remember Uncle Bayard, the
Of
park
course.
ranger? Well, he started realizing that I was bringing in the adventurers or whatnot, the ones that try to go to Altai Tavanbogd and try their luck in the wasteland. There was one stuck in a ravine, leg pressed against some glacier that refuses to melt. And it was about to move. And you know how glaciers do. When they move fast.
And unexpectedly.
Exactly. So before that human was going to get ground to red paste, I bit his leg off.
I mean, that's genius, really.
That was the only thing I could do. I'm sure he was very, very confused and scared. You've seen me in my lupus form. Most wolves aren't my size.
We've all been caught in a trap. We've had to chew our own leg off, am I right? And he looks to all of you.
It is what it is. Well, we stifled the bleeding, and Angbayar was confused. This was the closest that we've ever been. Usually I just leave them and go. But this one bloodied my fur. I didn't want to cause any sort of Miscommunication. But would you say that human was forgotten? I would say so. Stupid? Very much.
Very much.
But we don't blame stupidity.
It's not their fault.
And yes, well, they were airlifted and safe.
Those are the kind of stories that I like to hear. I'd like to hear another one. And he looks at all of you. And Hunbald, there's very much this feeling, especially with Elias with Horned Serpent. Hunbald is like, okay, please don't embarrass me, you guys. Thank you.
So Timber stands up, but I need to make sure I'm saying the name right. Emery?
Mm-hmm. The ballerina?
So, recently, Timber has made it so that we are welcoming. Rat knows how difficult it is when first become Garu. Yes, Timber
Not
has
personally.
seen several, but not personally. But Rat has seen many Garu that have first changed. It's very difficult for them. So Timber has made sure that they know how the human parts of things work, because Mara and Emery have no patron. So Timber has explained how to move through Garu life, made sure that they are able to use what they have to help the others, especially being Ahroun.
I understand where you're coming from, and I appreciate that type of story. Next time we meet, bring me a story about helping people. The ones who are the most susceptible to the Wyrm and the Weaver.
The only story Timber has is about pups. Make sure pups are safe and cared for.
You know, humans have pups that also need help.
What do you see,
Yes.
Rat? That's actually why we're here, asking for your help. Now, would you like to listen to a real story?
I believe I asked for one.
A story of Garu heroes going out of their way to save a human child from experimentation.
And Rat sort of moves over to Hanbal and he goes, "Oh, we got a Galliard, do we?"
Mhm.
You see, I too once was young and stupid and human. And what do young, dumb, stupid humans do?
But we don't have all night. Or all
They
day.
find a way to get their bodies tangled in each other. And then children are made, no? Of course, Rat, you are so familiar with this.
Oh yes.
With
As you
your
can see,
multitude.
all of my multitude of progeny.
Yes, well, the product of that union was hidden from their father, obfuscated, taken away to a place deep within the earth, where an evil witch is cutting pieces of her away and experimenting to try and make a cure for the Garu condition, to eradicate our people.
Rat goes to you, Hanbal, this is terribly exciting.
Yes, good at telling stories.
However, we come here, Rat, because we know where we are going. We know why we are going there, to save my child. But we need your help to finish this story.
Can I take it as read, or told, as the case may be, that you two have the same type of story as this one here, who hasn't introduced himself? It's a little rude, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, forgive me. I thought you knew who I was. My father spoke so highly of you.
I'm sorry. As I have many children, I have many friends who also have many children, and they have many children.
I am Markus, Nebelstreif, Sweets. I am the son of Sense the Sweetwater, formerly known as Crimson Howler. He said he has met you 1,000,000 times in the city of New York.
Crimson Howler was a friend of mine, yes.
He is my father.
You don't
but-
look anything like him.
No, I bear the countenance of my mother,
That's nice.
who I'm sure you also knew, but we won't go too far into that.
Well, if you think that a falcon and a rat spent a lot of time together, you'd be wrong and silly for thinking so.
No, you wouldn't have met her like that. She was homeless here in Berlin, forced. She lost her wolf. She was forced to live off of the kindness of strangers, the ways that you teach. She was the downtrodden that you were tasking us to tell you stories of.
How fascinating. Are you sure you don't want to be one of mine?
Maybe in another life. But I owe a
I
life
believe
debt
you
to
only
both.
have one.
We will see. I've heard stories that the greatest of our heroes are reincarnated.
And he sort of looks at him. He's like, I don't think that's true.
Either way, we need your aid to finish this story, Red. And you will be heralded in its tale.
Oh, that's okay.
You would not like the world to know it was the gifts and instruction of Red which saved a human child?
Oh, certainly not. I would like for you to help and to continue helping. Stories are great. I love stories. I like actions more.
Oh, and we have actions aplenty. But we need to know how to get into this facility beneath Grunewald. And we need to know how to get out.
And he looks at you, Elias, and you, Lorelei. Anything to add to the story? It is terribly exciting.
There is many magics to circumvent. There is many challenges to overcome, but the first of many would be getting in, and the last, hopefully, would be getting out.
Hopefully. That's an important one.
And to add, if you would like, these same foes took my parents' corpses as well.
Well, they do sound nefarious. Definitely someone should put a stop to them. Maybe you.
Timber's gonna get closer to Rat and kind of have him get closer like it's a secret because Rat likes drama.
Can you tell?
The facility is also run by Pack Brother's wife.
And she's gonna look over at Elias.
Well, that is a dramatic twist.
Timber thought so.
Anything to add?
She is will worker.
Whoa. Afraid I don't know much about that.
Neither does Timber, it's okay.
Elias.
Right.
Brad is looking at you with pink eyes, staring at you.
Continuing on Markus's story, if I might, what I think it needs is an air of intrigue. We have twists. We have a righteous cause. And no doubt with this pack there will be bloodshed.
Oh, yes. Did you not hear Hanbald's story?
I did. What I think we need is a story of unity. And Elias will kind of just mess with the rings on his hands and say, even before I fought for Gaia, I fought for people.
Truly.
I would, yes, regularly attended strikes and protests. I was a firm believer that there was no such thing as change if it was given by a peaceful protest. I needed action. I needed real work and real hands-on change. People needed to be made to pay attention.
This sounds more like something Gorgon would be interested in, but I understand. What is the phrase? I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Workers that are offered scraps have to fight for a living wage. Those have to fight for better job security. Those that are threatened constantly with living on the streets, where there is no kindness. I fought for those people. Would stand in the picket lines, holding signs, encouraging, moving forward, demanding our voices to be heard. These are the stories that I have. These are the experiences that I've lived. And this is what I can bring to Markus's story. It's not just us that will be in this fight. It will be the people. It will be everyone that these will workers seek to affect. Everyone is a combatant. Everyone is a soldier.
He's very intense.
I think what Brother Elias means to add to story to make it make sense. Rat's people are the ones that Elias's wife is taking.
Yes.
That is who she experiment on, and if we shut down operation, then no more pain to those already in pain.
That's true. That's probably the story you should have told me. But I knew that already. Hanbald, I think you've done very well choosing a pack. They're very good.
Thank you, Tim Brian, no Galliard.
Definitely something that came and I accepted. Now, Rat, old friend, if we could. Grunewald.
Well, the easiest way into where I think it is that you want to go, based on context clues, would be underneath my domain. The problem is, underneath Grunewald is you won't find my progeny hiding there. Because something guards it. Something powerful. Something dangerous and deadly. It is, a sentry, you might call it.
We have fought it once already.
And failed, if I'm not mistaken.
We were unprepared.
Well, perhaps you should change that this time. As for the question of how do you get out, I would suggest the front door.
Well, if the sentry is gone, then getting out would be a lot easier.
No. The sentry's the way in. The way out, I would suggest the front door. Maybe write that down.
Are you telling us we should disguise ourselves, steal her away as if we belong there?
Well, my goodness, Hanbald, not only are they all interesting in their own fashion, some of them are actually really smart. That's great.
It helps. Yes.
I
Helps
suppose there's
with
no
the danger.
glory in that, but I'm sure there's...
Well,
There is wisdom.
that's kind of, my thing.
Yeah.
So disguise self, sneak in, sneak out, or go around sentry.
Let me try this again. Here we go. Ready? Everyone get your listening ears on. I think they say. To get in, you have to get past the sentry. The sentry isn't going to care who you are or what you look like. I think you're going to have to fight it. I'm almost positive.
That
Not
is
unless
what
you can
I-
disguise yourself as a giant mechanical spider. Can anyone do that?
I wouldn't say so. I don't think it's one of the gifts you gave me.
Certainly not one I have. But if you want to get out, I suggest you use the front door.
Does Rat know what could disguise? Or who has ability to disguise as giant mechanical spider thing?
As a giant mechanical spider, I couldn't possibly begin to guess. We might be here all day. As for who could disguise you to leave, well, there's a few people. And he looks at you, Lorelei. You know someone. And he looks at you, Markus. And he goes, and you know someone.
Ja, ich weiß.
But you'd have to get one of them to go with you. And I can think of one of them will be easier than the other. But also, the easier way isn't always the right way. That's just food for thought.
Wise as always, Rat.
I try, Hanbald. Thank you for introducing me to your friends. I hope I get to meet them again.
You will.
Anything else? Going once. Going twice.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
And these rats all sort of topple on top of him again, and then go flat and dissipate, disperse.
We're going to need Nova.
She made the Nancy. She will know how to unmake it.
Yes.
It
And any other magic that is
She's scared,
over the place.
and I think I scared her worse.
Timber could maybe borrow something from Ilva if Ilva explained to Timber what it is.
Can also try to talk to her.
talking may
Maybe-
help, but with Markus around, I'm sorry. But we might make it worse.
She's scared.
Yes.
It's understandable.
It is my hope that whatever she finds from the body would also be enough to fuel some sort of spirit in her.
I'm not sure it will fuel the spirit that you want it to.
No, it will not.
Well, at the very least, we could ask about weaknesses of this century.
It's
What
her
is-
duty to unmake it. If you can make her understand that.
Ilva's duty right now is to take care of Pup.
Indeed.
So wrong way in.
Who the fuck do you know that can get us in there? Lorelei.
Will
Is it-
get us out.
Is it Ushi? Is that what he's talking about? Was it Renata? Okay. I mean, my first guess was Cat, but that doesn't sparkle. So I was maybe Renata has something that she could do.
Okay, good, because I was hoping this wasn't about your whole, dead stepdad situation, because, he worked for her.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Well, in any case, I think staying in Berlin is not going to help too much. We need more information. At least with the Century.
Yeah, because last time it was pretty bad.
Timber can only do so much to make the mechanics stop without knowing how stupid Weaver trash bits work.
On our way back, if you could tell me how last time went.
Timber can tell story. That is story Timber can tell. Timber cannot tell a story about helping humans. They're humans with their sticky hands.
I think Markus was Like, his eyes are lingering on Lorelei, but I'm not sure that he knows why. You're right. We should probably just get out of here. I think that's the best.
There's something else for later as well. No, we need to take this task by task and prioritize, but I know where Claudia is. At
Where?
least for the time being. Munich. I don't know how long she'll stay.
We don't know her strengths. Or I would say we could ambush her on the road back.
It's for later. Let's stay on task.
What's also for later is you're going to sit down in my cabin and block out a minute. Because you're getting tattooed today, mister.
Yeah, hey, Dick. Thanks for letting me know.
I told you you owed me roughly 17 square centimeters of your skin.
Not for what, and I never agreed. God, you pissed me the fuck off.
Well, that's the nature of debts. Sometimes the debtor does not, the debtor tells the debtee what they owe.
Which timber is owed visit to pine cones if we are in Berlin.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it has been. Everyone has promised timber right to city. No one give timber right to city. Everyone make excuse.
Markus, why do you look like that?
Pinecones is sick.
What?
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what Cascada said. That Pinecones was sick. And she told me not to tell Timber.
Cascada said the pinecones is sick and not to tell and
Listen, I told her I'm not keeping any secrets. I told her I would tell you as soon as we back up, but then we got pulled down into water, and then we were talking to Red, and today
up.
moved very... Yes.
And how far are we away from cracked teeth?
From the Mitte?
Yeah.
Not far.
Timber starts running.
Timber, wait.
No, we should all probably run, actually.
Oh.
We should
actually like the best.
follow.
Yeah.
Again.
And that seems like a perfect place to end this episode, episode 4. Do not stop for this evening. Thank you, werewolves.